Mobley, let's talk about him real quick. If I'm wrong saying this, I'm sure y'all are gonna make a bunch of edits about me being wrong, saying I'm the worst analyst ever, and I was so wrong with this. But know that if I'm right, the opposite's gonna happen, and I'm gonna make it known that I called this. And I think Evan Mobley's going to be the next great big man. I honestly think that if he goes into the weight room, he could be on Giannis's level. And the reason I say that is because look at his highlights and look at Giannis's highlights. Giannis, the reason why he's so great, especially as a big man, is because he Euro steps and dunks it on like 2, 3, sometimes even 4 defenders. Like 4 people will be on him, and Giannis still manages to dunk it. And with 4 people on him, 9 times out of 10, he's also going to draw the foul with it. Then look at highlights of Evan Mobley in college. It's the same exact thing. Evan Mobley will have 2, 3, 4 defenders on him, and he'll still dunk through all of that exactly like Giannis. And people are going to tell me, or people are going to say like, oh, well, he's way too skinny to ever make it in the league. Like what he does in college won't work in the NBA and everything like that. And then I'm going to I'll propose a question to the people that are saying that. Then do you think that that wasn't said about Giannis as well? The exact same thing when Giannis was drafted was said, saying Giannis was too small, Giannis was too skinny. You know, he won't be able to dunk his way through the NBA, and now he's an NBA champion, doing exactly that, dunking through the NBA, dunking through the finals, dunking through the playoffs. And he went to the weight room like every single day, and you know, that image has circulated pretty much everywhere now that Giannis is an NBA champion, showing Giannis on draft day and Giannis now when he was a toothpick and now he's huge. And I think that the same thing can happen to Evan Mobley. Evan Mobley, I admit, is like really skinny right now, but if he starts working on himself and bulking up, he can be another great big man. And that's going to take dedication from him, and it's going to take dedication from whoever he's under. Like, let me look up the Cavaliers head coach real quick. Cavaliers head coach is J.B. Bickerstaff. So I'm going to admit I don't know much about Bickerstaff. He could be a great coach. He could be a bad coach for all I know. And this may be some bias talking, but I think that if Evan Mobley had a coach like Greg Popovich, he immediately would be one of the greatest people in the league. And what I mean by that is, and Fernando even said this too, so Fernando agrees with me. Fernando said that Greg Popovich is a player, and even the announcer said this during the draft as well. Greg Popovich is a coach that will not focus on your weaknesses and try to eliminate your weaknesses like most coaches do. Most coaches say, okay, this is what you're bad at, this is what we need to work on. Greg Popovich is the exact opposite. Greg Popovich and other great coaches will see what you're good at, what you're amazing at, and rather than focus on your weaknesses, will maximize your potential by honing in on your strengths and working on your strengths rather than focusing on your weaknesses. And that's what Evan Mobley needs to do. Evan Mobley needs a coach that will tell him and push him to work on pushing through the paint and work on building some muscle so that he can be an amazing big man, like I was just saying. He needs to put on muscle and work for it like Giannis did, and then he will be on the level that Giannis was, or is, I should say, not was, because Giannis is still playing and is still great. And that's really all I have for Evan Mobley. It's gonna come down for how much it's gonna come down to how much he wants it, and how much he's pushed by his coaches and the people around him.